Hello, everyone. So, if you've been paying attention to anything going online in the past few days, you might have heard about the crash out of Fanbase app and one of its founders, Isaac Hayes III. And if you've been following me, you probably noticed that I did a video last month about why I wouldn't join Fanbase, and it showed my personal experience interacting with Ike because he was somebody I knew when I lived in Atlanta. And you may have seen my post yesterday about the whole thing, like the whole situation. However, if you're not aware, he has issued an apology today. And I'm going to get to that apology in just a moment. I want to just go back a little bit. So remember when I said this yesterday on my video from yesterday? He cannot in any way just say I messed up. I'm wrong. I'm sexist. It just won't let him stop. Okay. So that's what I said. I told you the ego. The ego just wouldn't allow him because I've interacted with him before. The thing about Ike is he lacks, like many men, emotional regulation. This is why he can't help but to emotionally react when he receives critique from women. And this is, the thing about sexism and misogyny and the thing that he's having a very hard time with is he doesn't recognize that his behavior is sexist and misogynistic, and he is just not. He doesn't want to just admit it. It is killing him inside. But, okay, so I said that his ego wouldn't allow him, so he made this post last night. I'm going to read the post to you, and then we'll get into that. All right, he wrote, "The weaponization of implied misogyny against a Black man is not just problematic, it's dangerous. It creates a false narrative that undermines real instances of misogyny while simultaneously being used as a tool to attack, discredit, and divide. It plays into the same harmful narratives that have been used to divide and destroy our community for generations, and anyone that participates in that kind of rhetoric, especially when it's built on lies and false accusations, should be ashamed." And then he goes on to say, "My character, my commitment, my love for Black women have been evident in both my professional and personal relationships throughout my entire life. I have always supported and uplifted and empowered Black women, and that will never change. But I expect in today's climate, people will reach for anything and try to tear you down for clout. But be mindful when throwing darts, because you can't play the victim when someone throws them back. If you choose to engage in false narratives and weaponized attacks, get your facts together and be prepared for the truth to expose you. My resolve is unshakable. My determination is relentless. My vision is unbreakable, and my commitment to defending my character and my company is where I'm absolutely standing on business. I won't let lies write my legacy." Nice try, though. Okay. So, first off, implied misogyny is not a thing. It's not real. It is explicit misogyny. This is the thing about men and patriarchy. They don't understand that as being part of the dominant class in an oppressive society, you have the ability to display behaviors that continue oppression. One of those behaviors is attacking women when you don't like what they say based on their physical appearance. And Ike does that. This is what started the whole thing. Besides upholding problematic men, besides that, I'm not even going to get into that. I think that everybody else who's talked about that has really been very thorough. But besides the, holding up a problematic man, it's a Black woman critiqued his app, and he attacked her by saying this to her, that she couldn't spell and she had on too much makeup, and put a clown picture up. That's misogyny. That's sexism. And he can't seem to get that message. But let me even go back, because I've been calling him out on his sexism and misogyny for years. Here's a post where he's talking about women being side chicks. That's why are we talking about women in this negative way? Wait, here's another screenshot of him saying, "I'm the defender of hoes." Calling women hoes is not supporting women. That's sexism. That's misogyny. But let me just even move past the fact that it's very clear that he has a history of being sexist and misogynistic. But then he actually played the oppressor card, the same card that white racists play when black people point out instances of racism and white people say, "Oh my God, you're dividing us. You're making it harder. You're divisive. You're bringing us down." It is the same tactic. He is a black man who is very sexist and uses misogynistic behavior to put black women down. And all of these black women have called him out on it, and he still won't admit he's wrong. You have to admit you have a problem and you don't understand. But that doesn't surprise me because so many men don't understand that they are not the experts on what sex is. Women are. We're the experts. We're the ones, if we say it's sexist, we're telling you the truth. It's sexist. So stop doing it. If we say it's misogynistic, we're telling you, we're the experts. Stop doing it. But he can't quite get there. He's having a hard time with that. So then he issues this apology today. And first off, Franchesca Ramsey, she is just the most brilliant woman. I love her. I've been watching her since way back when she did the things white girls say to black girls. That was hilarious. I love her. I've been following her since then. She is so patient and so kind. She really could rip you apart even more, but she didn't. Everybody else is, and that's fine. But she told you multiple times you misspelled her name. And in the apology that you issued today, you again misspelled her name, which means you are not listening. But this is the thing that makes me really laugh about the apology. You're not apologizing because you think you're wrong. Your apology is not even genuine. The apology is because your company is hemorrhaging right now. You see, you're the face of the Fanbase brand, and Fanbase has investors, and they expect you to behave like a CEO. But your ego and your lack of experience and your lack of emotional maturity has tanked the brand. And now that you're in what they call crisis management mode. That apology was to try to stop the hemorrhaging. But I'm going to tell you right now, it wasn't genuine, and everyone can see it's not genuine, so it's not going to help you. At this point, listen, at this point, it's a wrap. The only thing that you can do, and I'm just going to tell you from my level of expertise, you should resign as the face, as the CEO of Fanbase app, if Fanbase app is to survive. Because you've done so much damage to the brand, because you don't listen, you don't take critique well, and you don't understand that your behavior is the problem. And until you can get those things done, it's not going to work out for you. And I know it annoys you that I'm saying this, because had you listened to me all those years ago when I was calling you out on your sexism and misogyny, you wouldn't be in the situation you're in right now. That's just the facts. I'm trying to tell you, like, when black women speak up and we're telling you, hey, this is not okay and this is not cool, and we're trying to help you along, you should listen. You should just listen. Black women are very smart. We are the ones that make social media grow. We are the founders of everything. Like, we may not have the power and the money and the prestige, but let me tell you something. We're organized and we're smart, and we can tank a brand if we want to. And I think you learned that lesson. So right now, best thing you can do, and I know your crisis management team is checking this out too, the best thing you can do is be quiet. The best thing you can do for Fanbase is leave. The best thing you can do is go to therapy for yourself. And then you need to understand that you think you don't hate women. I get that. You might not hate women in the sense of misogyny means I hate women. But your behavior is misogynistic, and your behavior is sexist, and it's not okay. And that's what you need to work on. You need to understand that when we speak up and say, hey, this is not okay, It's not okay. Go fix it. Go work on it. Anyway, as always, folks, please like, comment, and subscribe. And, you know, I don't know. I hope that this is the last video I make about this foolishness, but, you know, you never know. Anyway, hope you enjoy, and peace.